Good morning everyone, MMDA back on the road. Right now they're issuing tickets to vehicles parked in front of SM Breeze. Many of the vehicles tried to drive away. In fact, you can see right now one of the enforcers in the background there is telling that van to move back so he can take his ticket. When they hear the sirens, when they see the lights, they try to run. Anyway, what you'll see is they do actually have paid parking available inside the building, but people complain it's too expensive. Well, it's a lot more expensive to get a ticket from the MMDA. Now on Buendia, they're issuing a ticket to this jeepney, and the tricycle over there. They were actually all parked at the side, and now they're being issued tickets. Further along, another jeepney, and one more over there. They do have a problem on Buendia Taft with illegal terminals, and over here they're issuing a ticket to this vehicle obstructing the sidewalk. The driver did come back, so it's the attended. Oh look, there's a motorcycle there, no helmet on the back. So they just asked for the license, issue a ticket, 1,500 peso, and then tell the lady to ride a jeep or other form of transport. They're also issuing a ticket over here for the same thing, no helmet on the back and dress code violation, wearing slippers on the driver. So a total of 2,000 peso. Over here they stopped the gentleman riding this motorcycle. They consider this as unsafe cargo, so that's one violation. And he was wearing slippers, which is a dress code violation. If you look here, you'll see the team are about to approach this market. The sidewalks are fully blocked, and the reason why I stopped in this exact point is you can see that there are staff here from the barangay. So my question is, what's the point in them being employed if they're not actually doing the job of cleaning the sidewalk? They have to wait for the MMDA to come in and do their job every day, and this is unfortunately a common problem throughout Metro Manila. And this is one thing that the new mayor of Manila City has proven, that you don't need the MMDA, you just need local officials to actually do their job. Oh look, he's gonna take a picture now like, oh look, I'm doing my job, I'm with the MMDA, but actually I'm not doing anything every day. To be fair, it's the first time I've seen the guy, so I don't know if this is the same thing every day for him, but this is a common occurrence to have to keep clearing the same sidewalks in this area every day. You see right now they're cutting away their connections from this fencing, breaking down the boxes, but it doesn't really do much because well, they're just, you know, cheap boxes. They pretty much give these away, to be honest. So you see a little bit of the sidewalk is starting to reappear, although they're not giving much for pedestrians. And of course, as soon as the MMDA move on, they'll occupy that space again and force everyone into the road. Aside from putting people at risk of being hit by passing vehicles, they're adding to traffic. And over here they're issuing one more ticket to this vehicle, failure to register, basically unregistered vehicle. It was on the road, but then they pulled into this gas station. They'll issue the ticket, send him on his way. Actually, I'm surprised it's not being impounded, but he does have a valid driver's license, so if he doesn't pay the ticket, he won't be able to renew his license. And over here they're going to issue a ticket to this one, unattended illegal parking plus obstruction. That's a total of 3,000 peso. There's a motorcycle over there, it's got a little child on the front, which is the excess passenger plus no helmet. Drove past the Pasay traffic enforcer, nothing, but the MMDA will stop them. See, the parents both wear a helmet because they know it's dangerous, and then they let the little child squeeze on the front. In fact, I didn't even realize the mummy's also holding a baby. So there's 4 people on this motorcycle, and they just stopped one more motorcycle here. Obviously the man on the back, no helmet. This is the reason why LTO have to come up with rules about plate covers, because people abuse it, and instead of putting a clear piece of plastic to protect the plate, they put something stupid like this which completely conceals it. And there you go, he's removed the cover now and the plate is visible. Absolutely incredible. This man told enforcers that he's a police officer, and then I asked him, are you PMP? He said no. So I don't know what the truth is. A lot of the time people do pretend they're police even if they're not, because they think they'll be let go without a ticket. So they say, hey, pare, police ako. But they are issuing a ticket.
Sir, can I ask you a question? Can you speak Tagalog?
Konti lang, bakit?
Konti lang po. Are you a media here?
No, I'm a volunteer with MMDA.
Oh, you're a volunteer. So why are you authorized to get picture from him?
Yes.
You are not authorized here. You are not a press.
Is he a police officer?
You are not authorized.
Is he a police officer?
I don't know, but
Is your friend police officer? No helmet? Pasay Police, PMP?
No, not me.
Police officer? No helmet? Bakit?
But he was already.
And they just stopped this motorcycle rider here. Obviously no helmet. Nice bike but no helmet, so 1,500. And over here they just stopped this motorcycle, both the driver and passenger, no helmet. And I think I overheard that he doesn't have a license, so that would mean the bike's being impounded. So it turns out this motorcycle rider does have a license, but it was confiscated a long time ago. They haven't paid their ticket and got their license back, so it's considered as driving with invalid license and the motorcycle will still be impounded. That's why it's important to pay your tickets, especially if the license has been confiscated. And over here they're issuing one more ticket. Gentleman had a helmet but he wasn't wearing it for some reason, so unfortunately that's a 1,500 peso mistake. And actually things just got worse for this man because he doesn't have a driver's license, he only has a student permit. It doesn't allow him to drive around by himself, so they actually have to impound that motorcycle. And over here they're issuing a ticket to this truck for illegal parking. On the front side of McLaren they've stopped a lot of UV Express. They often make this into a terminal but it's not meant to be. So they'll issue tickets to this one and also to this one over here and a few more up ahead. They tried to drive away once they saw the team coming. And over here they're asking for the license from the driver of this one. They want to issue a ticket for obstructing the road. And this one over here is unattended, so most likely the more expensive ticket. Never mind, here comes the driver. So illegal parking, attended, obstruction, total of 2,000 peso. And same thing over here, they're issuing a ticket to this one. There are parking spaces here but they're occupied. And also to this one, same reason, parked on the road itself. They're teaming out back in front of SM Breeze and you'll see they're head to head again with a van that's trying to drive away. It's the same thing every day when they go here. The vans see the team or hear the team and try and flee. Same thing over here, you'll see they blocked off this taxi. Often it's actually the same drivers each time. And further along you'll see a couple more vans being ticketed. If you look at where that truck's parked, it's actually meant to be a sidewalk, although it's largely destroyed by vehicles driving on and off it. Anyway, they're just issuing the ticket now. There's a couple more vans being ticketed over here. You might see on the side of the door it says not for hire, for employees use only, because that's what they're doing every day. They're picking up employees that live in this condo building. They just issued a ticket to this taxi driver for obstruction. He parked here to eat at that stall over there allegedly. His argument is that he's a retired police officer, so he should be given special consideration. The problem is if they give consideration to one person, they have to give it to everybody. And as much as they might appreciate everything that he may have done for the country as a police officer, they still have to issue a ticket. So they're explaining to him now that it's nothing personal and they appreciate what he's done, but they still have to issue the ticket. And over here they're issuing a ticket to this one, again parked in front of the parking spaces. There are actually empty parking spaces available, but they're roped off for some reason. I'm not sure who roped them off. Sometimes local businesses try to claim them as their own, even though they're actually, as far as I know, this is government property and should be open to anybody. And over here there are some tickets to these two vehicles for obstructing the sidewalk. Pedestrians are meant to be able to walk straight here, but obviously it's been blocked by these cars, so they issue a ticket and ask them to move them. And over here's another one. He says he's the son of a retired PMP general. Anyway, they're advising him now they have to issue a ticket just like everyone else, obstructing the road, illegal parking, whatever it might be. And if they don't, no one will take them seriously because they'll say that's selective enforcement. They're about to stop this gentleman riding no helmet and only one hand on the handlebars. The driver has a license, so they're just issuing a ticket now. Over here they're issuing a ticket to this jeepney for illegal parking. Actually they keep making a terminal here on the service road of Roxas Blvd, even though it's really not allowed. The team are now on EDSA just before Pasay Taft and they're issuing tickets to vehicles parked here. You can see a taxi, there's a van in the background, and over here's a private vehicle and there's a few more in front of this. And they'll also be issuing a ticket to this blue car you can see obstructing the sidewalk.